Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to do a what if, and that is, what if every single NBA team's best player was a role player? For this video, we are going to pay respect to the role players of the NBA, as they are really the guys that, you need superstars and all-stars to win championships, but the glue guys, the role players, the guys that give you that bench depth, that the guys that make an 82-game season possible, for your team to play at optimal level because they are out there to have the superstars back. Those guys are so damn important. So basically, my roster creator, Lil Saint BB21, went through every single NBA team, and he made players based off like how they are in real life. He took their rating and dropped them between a 76 and 81 overall player. So like LeBron James, he would be an 81 overall because, of course, if he was a role player, he'd still be one of the best in the damn NBA. And then maybe some of the lesser known or less great NBA stars, they would be closer to like the 76, 77 overall range. And going through this roster, he also said that he put some jokes in there, man. So Lil Saint BB21 dropping some jokes on us as this roster goes. So we're going to check it out real quick here. See if any of his jokes are actually funny, guys. Give it a W or an L in the comment section below. So the first thing we have is the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid down to a 78 overall player. So really another big reason I wanted to do this is I want to see, like, if the superstars kind of fell off, which players would stand up and take over the reins of the team. So yeah, Joel Embiid just gonna be more like a rookie form of him out there. For the Milwaukee Bucks, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo as 81 overall small forward. So guys like Chris Middleton. Can we just say real quick here too, man? Chris Middleton is an NBA All-Star, and he's an 82, 83 overall NBA 2K19. What the hell is up with that, Ryan 2K? I don't really get that, but it is what it is. For the Chicago Bulls, we got Zach LaVine as a 76 overall, 77 overall. You got the little green arrow giving him one up right there. Thing about Zach LaVine is not too long ago, he actually was an NBA role player. This season on the Bulls, he's absolutely taken over, guys. Also, another side note, I did a reaction to Otto Porter's Chicago Bulls debut over on my second channel, Extra Crispy. So go check that out if you're interested in seeing that. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, there we go, man. We got our first damn bitch-ass joke. Kevin loves you, guys. Kevin loves you as a 77 overall. Shout out to Valentine's Day. It's coming up very soon. This man's the poster child for Valentine's Day in the NBA. Or no, actually, Denzel Valentine would probably be that, but still. For the Boston Celtics, we have Ask Me July 1st Irving as a 79 overall point guard. So all of a sudden, he's still the best point guard on the team. Because he's got Terry Rozier as a 75, 76 overall. He's kind of fallen off a little bit this season. I want to say he's fallen off, but not really playing as well as he was last year. Scary Terry. At the same time, Irving's been healthy, so it does make sense. For the Los Angeles Clippers, when I think of the Clippers, I actually think of a team filled of really good role players. Like, they don't really have that superstar yet. I mean, Tobias Harris is playing like an all-star. They traded him away, so yeah, I guess we got Danilo Gallinari as a 77 overall. Okay. So, see what Lou Williams can do. Although, I would probably argue that Lou Williams is the best player on that team. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure overall-wise, I believe Danilo's actually rated the highest on the team in real, on NBA 2K19 with the real rosters. For the Memphis Grizzlies, we have Mike Conley as a 77 overall point guard. He did survive the trade deadline, but now, Valanciunas is the best rated player on this team. So Valanciunas was drafted 5th overall in the 2011 draft. Time to start playing like him, man. For the Atlanta Hawks, the best player has been John Collins, an absolute steal in the 2017 NBA draft, 29th, or I'm sorry, the 19th pick in the draft. But all of a sudden, he's going to have to play, like his actual draft selection. That is not a lottery pick, but still 76 overall is not too bad. For the Miami Heat, we have who is it, man? Yeah, Hassan Whiteside is a 77 overall center. So that's pretty much the sound if he's never, broken through. When he was on the Sacramento Kings, of course, he didn't even play at all. Went to the Miami Heat, became an all-star, but back to the not-so-good days. For the Charlotte Hornets, we have Kemba Walker as a 78 overall. So essentially, this team is just absolutely screwed over because it was Kemba Walker and everybody else. I was really hoping they actually got Marcus Gasol, but they did not end up pulling the trigger on that. For the Utah Jazz, we got... Oh, come on, Saint. Crying Gobert. This man out here being passionate about wanting to make the All-Star team. You're going to call him Crying Gobert, man. I would have called him Rudy Gogurt, personally. That would have been my joke, but it is what it is. For the Sacramento Kings, we have De'Aaron, what does the Fox... Oh, that's like that bitch-ass shark song, isn't the baby shark? Is that pretty much what that song is? Does what the Fox say? I would have called him Swiper the Fox as a 77 overall, so going back to his rookie season. For the New York Knicks, we have a 77 overall DeAndre Jordan. surprisingly enough, DeAndre is still going to be on this team. Like, I thought he was going to get bought out, but no. So he might actually fall off a little bit. Los Angeles Lakers, we have an 82 overall LeBron James. I think it was supposed to be 81 overall, but excuse me, guys. But LeBron James rating right there, it's like, you know, he's the king. So, of course, that's how it's going to be. For the Magic, we have an 77 overall Nikola Vucevic. So, finally, the reins of this team is going to get passed on to Mo Bamba, a.k.a. Sicko Mode, right? Is that how it goes? For the Dallas Mavericks, okay, this one I was confused by because he made Luka Doncic a 76 overall. Where I would say Kristaps is currently the best player on this team, but he's not played yet, so it does make sense that Luka Doncic would be, you know, the guy whose rating goes down, but now Kristaps gets to take over being healthy for the simulation. For the Brooklyn Nets, we have a 77 overall D'Angelo Russell, a.k.a. what would have happened if he did not become an all-star, but oh man, D'Lo's been absolutely amazing for the Brooklyn Nets. For the Denver Nuggets, we have the Joker, Jokic. Guys, this man was picked number 11 in the second round of the 2014 NBA draft. So he's probably, that's probably how he should have been. It was a 79 overall role player, but no, he's become a superstar of the NBA. For the Pacers, we have, yo, pray for Oladipo, guys. Yo, man, quick moment of silence for Oladipo. Yeah, man, it's a 78 overall lockdown defender, a.k.a. Orlando Magic, Oladipo. For the Pelicans, I know, man, it's kind of an awkward situation, but Davis is still the best player on this roster technically, so 80 overall Anthony Davis. It was actually really cringy watching this first game after the trade deadline. They were like some people were booing the man, some were cheering for him. Just nobody knew what the hell was going on. Oh man, I got bitch ass Stanley Johnson. Okay, for the Pistons, we have a 77 overall Flake Griffin. This one just hurts me. I mean, he's been the only beacon of consistency on the team. I mean, Drummond's been okay, but still. Now Reggie Jackson's the second best player. I'm not feeling that. For the Toronto Raptors, we have a... Where's he at? Oh, what's the... you doing the laugh, man. He's doing the Kawhi laugh. Okay. As an 81 overall small forward role player of this team. So Lowry's now the best player. For the Houston Rock, King James... Oh, come on, man. I know... Dude, my roster creator is a big-time Rockets fan. He called him freaking King James Harden. Come on, man. How about James Travel Harden? How about we go with that? For the Spurs, we have a... who's even the best player? Yes, LaMarcus Aldridge, right? A 77 overall LaMarcus Aldridge. For the Phoenix Suns, probably, yeah, Devin Booker as a 77 overall. For the OKC Thunder, we got Playoff P. Yeah, well, Playoff P, he was Playoff Dookie last year, man, pretty much. But this year, I'm expecting big things from Playoff P. Although, would you guys say that Playoff P is better than Russell Westbrook? You guys let me know that in the comment section below for this season only. For the Timberwolves, we have a... Yeah, we have a 76 overall Anthony Bennett, Karl Anthony Towns. See, that would have been a funny joke, man. Call him Karl Anthony Bennett because it would make sense being picked number 1 in the draft and then being a bust. Or, you know, just a role player at least, which Anthony Bennett's not even that. For the Portland Trail Blazers, we have a 79 overall Damian Lillard. Golden State Warriors. Now, I will say, man, we got this team so overpowered. We didn't want it because we all knew this team was just going to win the championship, but we kept it how it was. So, yeah, we got a 80 overall Stephen Curry and a 81 overall Snake Duray. What's that even? What's Duray not mean? Can somebody explain that one to me? And then we got, you know, I would probably say Bradley Beal's the best player on the Wizards, but a 78 overall John Wall. So I went ahead. I did the rosters already, guys. We're going to see how these teams perform out there. And I want to talk about role players in the NBA. So as far as the team I want to, like, see perform, let's see how LeBron does as a role player for the Los Angeles Lakers, get going on the simulation. And yes, now I want to know from you guys in the comment section below. What do you think makes a good role player? Like, who are some of the best role players in the entire NBA that you guys can think of out there? I mean, I know personally for me, a good role player is somebody that goes out there, has no ego whatsoever. They are okay with sometimes playing 10 minutes or sometimes playing 30 minutes, but always ready to go, man. Always got that green light to go. And I will say, as far as role players in the NBA, I think JJ Redick is the prime example. Like, JJ Redick in that Tobias Harris debut, I mean, he was amazing. Like, he's, like, you know, it could very well that he could have some ego issues out there with people saying, you know, we got the new big four out there with Tobias, Jimmy, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. But no, JJ Redick went out there. The team was having chemistry issues. I know Joel Embiid was going out there not shooting very well. Jimmy Butler was kind of a non-factor, but JJ Redick lit up like, damn, like 30 points or something like that. So, team was having chemistry issues. JJ Redick was like, all right, I know I'm not part of the big four per se, but still went out there, and he got that team. He had that team balling pretty much, man. So, yeah. But then, you get into a question. Where is that fine line between being a role player and no longer being a role player? Is there anything in between role player and all-star? Because what would that be called? You know what I'm saying? So I think of guys like Josh Richardson in the Miami Heat. I would not say he's like an all-star, but there's been times where he's been dropping like 20 points per game this NBA season. So he's not really just a role player. So what exactly would you call that, guys? I didn't know if that question for you guys in the comment section below. Or you got guys like Marcus Smart, who are really good defensively, a big part of the Boston Celtics, but at the same time not an all-star, but would you call him a role player out there? So I definitely want to know about that. And then one final question. If you could be a role player in the NBA, would you rather be an offensive-oriented role player like a Joe Harris, or a defensive-oriented role player like an Andre Roberson? You know, not have that shot, but have that defense. What do you think is more important? Now, I personally think in this era of the NBA, you need guys out there that can just shoot the basketball, space the floor, but at the same time, I do see the value of having some really good, you know, Tony Allen, Andre Roberson-esque defenders off your bench. I mean, if you can be a 3-and-D player, I still think those are like the most sought-out role players in the entire NBA. Just my thoughts on that, though, guys. We are at the end of the simulation right here against the Portland Trail Blazers. Simulate through date, and yeah, the Lakers probably not making the playoffs in this case. So MVP, with all these new superstars as role players, goes to Russell Westbrook, makes total sense, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. DeAndre Ayton still getting Rookie of the Year, although his rank was not dropped down. Dennis Schroeder as 6-man, Draymond Green Defensive Player, Jordan Clarkson Most Improved at 23-3, and Billy Donovan Coach of the Year. So All-NBA first team, we got Russell making that, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler. LeBron James, you know what, man? You got to make this dude a 60 overall because he's still going to find a damn way out there. You know, he's still got All-NBA first team. LA LeBron, I didn't even see that damn joke. We got Jokic also getting the center out there, you know, All-NBA first team center. So, I don't know. I guess it's hard to take these superstars and make them to actual role players. Like, they just have the mentality, the mindset to go out there and be great. For the All-NBA second team, Chris Paul, Ben Simmons, Giannis still making it. Kristaps and DeMarcus Cousins. All-NBA third with Drew Holiday, Donovan Mitchell, surprisingly Marvin Bagley, and Julius Randle, DeAndre Ayton. All defensive teams, and looking like that. And then the all-rookie teams. So here we go. We got Boston, Atlanta. I still think Boston's one of the most deepest teams in the entire NBA, so it would make sense that, you know, losing Kyrie, I mean, they proved last season they got the replacements out there just in case Kyrie's not playing up to par. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like. But I do want to check out these player stats real quick here just to kind of see which guys were leading the way. So let's go to this. LeBron still averaged 21 points, 6 assists per game, still being the leader of the squad. For the Magic, yo, where's Vucevic? Still at 12.7 rebounds. For the Mavericks, 13 points for Luka Doncic. We got, D'Lo at 15 points, 5 assists. So a lot of these guys, while they are listed as role players, they're still playing like 6 men out there, right? Although Jokic, 20 points, 12 rebounds. You can argue that's one of the best centers in the NBA. Plus the 7 assists. So still got the offense out there. Oladipo at 18 points. Damn, this was actually a really tough video to do. I thought this video was just going to be like all these guys, still putting up decent numbers, but all these guys are still playing really damn good basketball out there. So I'm pretty sure we did, Saint did the tendencies and everything like that. So I know we did at least like badges. He kind of nerfed the badges a bit and things like that. But playoff P still dropping 19 points. Let's see if he can actually carry the team out there. Durant still at 17-21 for Stephen Curry. But these are all the other players out there that are still, getting it done for the team. So go through this real quick. If you guys do want to pause on your favorite team, as Dwayne Wade dropping 18 points, being the leading scorer yet again for the Miami Heat, feel free to do so with that. All right, now let's get to these playoffs. As far as my playoff predictions, I'm gonna say the OKC Thunder. I think playoff P and Russell Westbrook still get it done. Simulate playoffs, or maybe the Boston Celtics because of their depth out there, despite Kyrie Irving now playing like a 60th overall pick in the draft. Not really, man. I'm pretty sure he had pretty good numbers for the season. But yeah, Brooklyn Nets gone, Spurs gone, Trailblazers gone, Bucks gone, and the Celtics were eliminated in the first round by the Atlanta Hawks. Did not see that coming. And once again, that's why role players are so important, because you can get done the regular season, man. Like, prime example is the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, they get it done every single regular season. Let's just quick moment of silence, guys. Raptors and Warriors both eliminated. This is awesome. But yeah, and then it comes like playoff time, and the Trailblazers don't always have the depth out there, and they end up losing. So I think it's important for that reason. Looks like we are going to have the 76ers against the OKC Thunder, and the winner is the OKC Thunder, guys. Playoff P Russell Westbrook at 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I know I did. I love doing the videos like this where I can just like discuss basketball. They're always a fun time. So yeah, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.